Well, that's it. That's pretty much my game. That's all there is to it. Thanks for watching, and subscribe down below. Well, with more context, of course. I'm Mitch. I've been in the AAA game industry now for about 4 years, and this is my first attempt at doing a commercial release indie game. So stick around, and I hope you enjoy it. So my game idea is tentatively titled Truth Be Told. It is a first-person walking simulator game mixed with escape room elements. So game-wise, one of my key inspirations was What Remains of Edith Finch. And in that game, you get to play as a bunch of different family members and living out kind of their last moments, and you get to figure out what happened to your family and what kind of family do you come from. My game is very heavily inspired by that. Instead of diving into a lot of different family members, I kind of focused it on one family member and what it would have been like to really dive into that one family member and get to know them in that kind of way. And Escape Simulator, the escape room game out right now, just watching a few people like Northern Lion play that, it looked like a lot of fun. And to have some kind of obstacle that the player has to solve and get past to get these secrets is another main inspiration. So yeah, kind of the gameplay is the first person walking simulator, as I mentioned, with the escape room elements, and you play as a granddaughter whose grandfather recently passed away. And after finding out about this news, you go to his house and you start kind of helping to clean up and collect some of the items that he had and just get those ready for the next step, whatever that might be. And your grandfather was kind of this Indiana Jones type of character who would travel the world and get these different relics and artifacts and just store them for safekeeping and for historical purposes. And the idea is when you click on an object, you'll be able to learn more about it and the granddaughter level, and then you'll be transported back to the time when your grandfather actually picked up that relic or item. So this game roughly takes place in the mid 1990s ish, and so when you pick up one of these items, you can be transported to either like the 40s, the 50s, the 60s, whatever it may be. And in the process, you not only get to learn about the artifact, you'll know more about your grandfather as well, and you get to know more about your family dynamic and the family secrets that are kind of being held. Yeah, and here's kind of what I have so far as a quick prototype, and obviously a lot more work needs to be done for the prototype, but this is what I have so far. So I have this character movement script that has a little bit of head bob on it. You can kind of see as you walk. Definitely probably have to adjust that if you play testing and stuff. There's also crouching, which you can do, which will slow your movement, and there's zooming in as well on the right mouse click. I might want to adjust that zoom to not make it as harsh or as long. There's also different first step is for different footsteps. So we have different materials for the footsteps. So this is kind of like grass. You can hear that. And if you crouch, it's a little bit slower. This is metal. Same thing if you crouch. It's slower. I think it's wood. Now again, very temporary, very placeholder, but the tech to get that working is set up. I'll show these objects a little bit later, but if you hover over them, you can see the cursor changes from white to red, and it has the object name itself. And then once you click, there's going to be more descriptions and information about the object. But before that, if you go here to this door, same kind of system where you go over and it's red. You try to open it, the door is locked, you can't do anything. So this is the key. If you pick this up, then you can unlock it. And if you see in the bottom left, I can't exit out right now, but in the bottom left it says door is open. So the door was open, just no animation played. And here you can see I have a keypad that I want to have eventually programmed to have a specific sequence. So nothing works right now. I can't click on it or anything like that, but it's going to have the same system kind of as the doors have, where when you hover over it, you're able to click and you'll actually go into a different view and kind of play around with that. You have the different objects that you can see and interact with. So for the box, for example, you click on the box. And that's just test audio. And then after a little bit, the screen will kind of fade into this scene. Now I'm still working on that transition. I don't really like it. But this is going to be the grandfather level where you'll play through and learn some more information. So as you can see, honestly, it's nothing. The only thing is when you get close to this box, boom, you're transported back here, and yeah, you're back in this first level. So not much to show right now, but it's just the beginning. And like I said, these devlogs are going to be really helpful to kind of keep me going and keep me pushing to release this game and sell it. So I'm really looking forward to that. One of the other inspirations for making this was, as you grow up, you get to kind of see your family as actual people, right? When you're growing up as a kid, you just see them as your parents or your grandparents or your aunt and your uncle. You don't really think that they have lives outside of that. If that sounds crazy or weird, it's kind of the same as teachers, right? You just thought they taught you, that was it, they didn't have a life. Until as you got older, you started to realize, no, these are actual people with dreams and hopes and secrets and things like that. And so one of the main themes I want to kind of explore in this world is that your family have secrets that are hidden from you, and you have to try and find those out through your grandfather as well. And that's where kind of the escape room puzzles come in to unlock various like sections in the house that have been blocked off for personal, private reasons. And then the other inspiration is just kind of my own life, where my grandfather passed away when I was 10, and I didn't get to really know him that well, but I did get to know my grandmother. She passed away in 2021, so she lived a really long, healthy, and happy life, so I was very fortunate that I got to experience that with her, and she got to see me grow up, and I got to see her grow old and just know more about her. But I wish I could have had that same experience with my grandfather, so kind of rekindling, and yeah, just wanted to see what that would have been like. As I said, I've been in the game industry for about 4 years now, AAA games, and I worked first at Sony Santa Monica on God of War Ragnarok. So I was a production coordinator there for the camera design team and the systems tech design team. The production coordinator is on the track or path as a producer, so a project manager in a sense, pretty much, where we write down tasks. We constantly check in with our team and the other teams that are working as well. So if we need a feature from another team that they're working on, we have to be ready to take that and work on that feature to then pass down to the other team. And yeah, that was a lot of fun. And I'll be more than happy to make another video about that, kind of detailing my experience and what producers do and kind of all other aspects of the game industry and what other disciplines there are and what they do. I now work at 1047 Games as an associate producer, so just one level up from a production coordinator. And I've been here for about a year now. Yeah, a little year and a month. I'm the associate producer for the UI UX team. So a lot of different challenges and different workflows and processes between the two different companies. So yeah, it's been cool. And like I said, I'd love to make a video talking about that and my experience so far. I also have worked on a few side projects as well. So most all that are not released at all commercially. Just either like weekend projects or game jams as well. I have, I think, 2 game jams on itch right now. And my college team, the senior team, we released a game on Steam called Box Voyage. So yeah, I'd love to talk more about all those projects and experiences and working in the industry and kind of what my process is going to be now, so I can get this game out the door and sell it. So yeah, if you're all interested, follow the newsletter in the description below. You'll be able to see kind of what's going on, and you'll be able to keep up to date on what's going on with my game, any new YouTube videos that I post, things like that. So yeah, I really appreciate it for checking out my video. It's gonna be a fun journey. This is the first one I've ever done, so it was definitely a little nerve-wracking at first, but as the video went on, I felt a little more comfortable. So yeah, appreciate you for sticking with me and sticking it out. We'll see what happens with this series and what the fate of the game will be.